Hey, Joe RX Healthy Habits coming at you with another video in our series, Healthy Sleep. In the first video, I talked about some foundational keys to getting a good night's rest to really increase your chances. Now I want to go through some specifics. Yeah, can't say that word well. The specifics of what I've done in the past wrong myself that have really hindered my sleep. And now, because I monitor my sleep, like I talked about in the first video, I'm able to say, okay, now what happened last night? What were some things different? And the only reason I do that is because, I don't know, I'm probably like you. I only have so many hours that I'm going to get sleep before I have to continue on with my life, whether it be work or family. So it's such a precious time, actually, to make sure that you're maximizing it. So I want to go through some of these. And here's some of the things that I found. This is not a whole list, but I'm just going to give you a few. Number one, if I have caffeine, anytime after 3 p.m., it might be a factor that limits my sleep. So check that with you too. Maybe you should limit your caffeine, and you'd be surprised. Some of the things you don't think have caffeine in them do. So limit that. Number two, I had to be careful about really strenuous exercise more than like 2 or 3 hours before I went to bed. That was also going to be a problem, and it is a problem sometimes. So if I'm tight on time after work, I have to get that in so that, by 9 o'clock it's been 4 hours. It's not going to impact it. There's another factor about exercise. The nights that I go to bed that I have not exercised, I don't sleep as well. So I'm going to recommend to you, if you want to sleep better, you got to exercise more. Because I tell you what, the days that I do swim and bike together, I sleep like a rock. So that is so important to do that. And there's other things too. I found that sometimes if I have a big meal or a lot of protein, or I just eat too close before I lay down to go to sleep, I don't sleep as well. So you gotta monitor that. That's a big factor. Here's another one. If you got some stuff on your mind that you need to take care of the next day, my recommendation is don't think about those. Write them on a piece of paper and put it, by your keys so that when you're going out the door, you got it. Don't hold those in your mind because you'll be bouncing those around all night. That's crazy. Secondarily to that is if you got to get up to go to work and you don't set your clock, you say, oh, I'll just wake up. This sometimes happens when I travel. I don't have my alarm clock or something, or I don't set my phone. And I say, oh, I'll just get up. No. Set your clock, because otherwise every time you wake up, you're like, is it time to get up yet? Is it time to get up yet? And you will drive yourself crazy and not sleep as well. So another factor that I found is if there's some really stressful things in my life going on, I'm going to be rolling those around, problem solving all night. I got to find a way to clear those ahead of time. And sometimes that's not possible. But I have to find a way to do some relaxation, whether it be, just reading before I go to bed, maybe, a warm shower, just something so I can do some relaxation. Here's a big one that interferes with sleep: alcohol. Alcohol will really help you go to sleep faster, but you'll wake up sooner. So alcohol can be a big problem. So if you're having trouble with that, look at your alcohol intake, and especially how much alcohol. So that's a factor. So, and I hope some of those things help you. They help me. I'm trying to think of anything really quickly that also is a thing that is caused me a lot of sleep. But I tell you what, I identify so many on a monthly or weekly basis. I look back and I say, okay, how are you going to deal with this? And it's usually a very simple fix. Most of them are in your control, but you have to figure out what they are. So I hope that helps. And then stay tuned for the next video where Elizabeth's going to talk about, for some of you that suffer with chronic disease states, how to get some sleep in that space in your life when you're dealing with those. And it's such a big question for a lot of people with chronic conditions. So until next video.